Who are the current strongest characters in One Piece? Well, after the events that have happened on Elbaf between the red-haired pirates and the kid pirates, more specifically, how Shanks absolutely spanked them into submission, people have begun to claim that Shanks is beyond everyone. They have even said he is easily the strongest in the world, with no one even coming close. This got me to thinking, who really are the top 5 right now? Who has proved themselves to be the strongest amongst all the top tier pirates? Now first I'd like to start by saying, if we're going strictly off of feats, then that would make Luffy arguably number 1, but we're not going to do that. We'll be taking feats into consideration, but a much bigger factor is how the fight went and how easily they won, and of course who they fought. Like take Luffy versus Kaido, and how Luffy lost over and over again, until eventually awakening his sun god Nika Devil Fruit. Without this awakening, Luffy had no hope of ever defeating Kaido. And this was Kaido without an awakening of his own. So just imagine if he had one. There may be nobody on Earth who could have beaten him. But the fact remains that Luffy did defeat him. He made someone with Kaido's power submit. He danced around this guy, laughing while Kaido did everything in his power to win. It was this fight that truly cemented Luffy's name in the history books as one of One Piece's strongest characters of all time. This fight was the introduction of Joy Boy Luffy, the Sun God, and the bringer of a new dawn. You see, the Nika Fruit gives Luffy the power to make anything into reality. That alone gives Luffy a potential greater than anyone on this list. For a fruit with a power like this, the possibilities are endless for someone like Luffy. And it really shows that one day he will be number 1. But that day is not yet upon us. As of right now, Luffy is barely in the top 5, but has the potential for greatness. So for these reasons, he takes the 5th slot. Now Luffy isn't the only one with potential for greatness, as his true rival Blackbeard also possesses his own potential for a worldwide takeover. Blackbeard has not only shown himself to be one of the most ruthless characters in One Piece, but he has also shown himself to be someone who is incredibly knowledgeable about the world. He killed his division captain and stole the Yami Yami no Mi Devil Fruit from his corpse. It was this action that would lead Ace to hunting him down. Eventually Ace would catch up and the two would fight, a fight in which Blackbeard would win. Blackbeard then turned Ace over to the world government, knowing full well that they would do a public execution of him. He knew that Whitebeard would go to war to save one of his children, and that's just what he did. When Whitebeard was weak from the war with the world government, Blackbeard came to finish him off, and then he took Whitebeard's Gorogoro no Mi Devil Fruit as his second Devil Fruit. To this day, Blackbeard is the only one to have consumed 2 Devil Fruits and lived. This alone makes him incredibly dangerous. And some even believe he may have a 3rd Devil Fruit power that we just haven't seen yet. His 3rd fruit could be the Ope Ope no Mi Devil Fruit. This Devil Fruit was last seen in Law's possession, but Law recently had a fight with Blackbeard, a fight in which Blackbeard is presumed to have won. It is believed that if Blackbeard did win this fight, he would have taken Law's power as his own. This would mean Blackbeard now has the potential to become immortal, which would easily make him the strongest character in One Piece. But because this isn't confirmed yet, we'll just leave him at number 4 for now. But again, he has the potential to be number 1. Now someone who has insane attack power, and is said to have rivaled the likes of Shanks, is Mihawk. Mihawk is the number 1 swordsman in the world, beating the likes of Silver's Rayleigh, Fujitoru, and Roanoa Zoro. He is easily seen as one of the strongest in all of One Piece. But just how strong is he? This is something we still don't know for sure, as some believe he is weaker than the likes of Jozu and Aokiji, simply because one of his attacks at Marineford was blocked by Jozu, and later Jozu went on to be beaten by Aokiji. But this was just one attack, and one that might not even have been that strong. After the attack, Mihawk says he just wanted to judge the distance between them. This could be taken literally, meaning he just wanted to see how far away he was. Or it could be taken in a way that seems he wanted to judge the difference in power between them. Either way, it doesn't really show his true ability, All we know for sure is that he fought Shanks over and over again, with no real winner ever being decided. This fight became legend. Even Whitebeard was impressed by it, so much so that he even mentions it to Shanks when they meet. So we have to assume that he and Shanks are nearly the same in power, meaning if we rate Shanks highly in terms of power, then the same has to be said for Mihawk. The two are easily in the top 5, but because we've never seen Mihawk in a real fight, he has to be a little bit lower. So the number 3 slot is perfect for now. Now, someone with the strongest defensive ability in One Piece is Aki Inu. Aki Inu has the Magu Magu no Mi Devil Fruit, which gives him a Logia power of magma. This power allows him to turn his entire body into magma, so when anyone tries to attack him, they get burnt alive. Oda said himself, if Aki Inu was a pirate, he would have found the One Piece in just 1 year. This is largely because no one can harm him. His defensive power can rival the likes of even Kaido. Aki Inu claimed the title of Fleet Admiral after his fight versus Aokiji. This fight was said to have literally changed the weather on Punk Hazard, going from insane heat to freezing cold, almost in an instant. He is a force that no one seems to have the ability to stop. For this reason, he easily takes number 2, and the argument could even be made for him to take number 1. But right now, the number 1 pick is the only one to have shown just how strong he really is. This, of course, is Shanks. Shanks' most recent claim to fame came when he absolutely humiliated the Kid Pirates. He 1v2'd useless Captain Mid and Filler got smoked. He ended the Kid Pirates in just 1 attack, leaving their ship to be destroyed by Mr. 3's punching bags. Heat and Wire literally packed up their shit and gave it to him. He made a pirate with a 3 billion berry bounty his bitch by just using 1 attack. Think about that for a second. This is someone who is believed to be on the same level as Luffy, which I don't agree with, but Oda has stated this. Kid, with the help of Law, took down Big Mom, or as she is now known, Big Meme. He is believed to have been one of the strongest, but Shanks stopped him in less than a minute. And if this isn't enough for you to see why he is number 1, then let's look at his history. Shanks is on par with Mihawk. He stopped an attack from Aki Inu. He ended a war with just his presence. He scared Green Bull so much that he ran from Wano. He is believed to be the closest to Pirate King. He was a member of Roger's crew. All these are feats of one man, Shanks. If you still don't see why he's number 1, tell me your list in the comments below, as I'm really interested to see what you think. But that's gonna do it for me and this video. Hope you all have a nice day. Peace.